Hello, welcome to Fantasy Smack Talk. I'm Brent, sitting here with Dustin. Championship week's upon us for your fantasy basketball playoffs. Now, championship week's normally about a week and a half, so we want to give you a quick note about the schedule. All NBA teams will play 5 or 6 games over that span, except for the New Orleans Hornets. They only play 4. Now, what this means is you're not going to be dropping CP3, but you just need to be conscious of it.
And another thing you need to pay close attention to over the next week or so is injuries to players on teams that don't have anything to play for. It seems like every year there's 1 or 2 big name guys that'll just get a little annoying injury, but the teams don't want to take any gambles. So just don't hesitate to pick up those backups when you see the injury news break. Alright, let's head into the waiver wire. We're going to start with 2 guys that had a big impact earlier in the year, but because of injuries, they've been dropped in a lot of leagues. But Luol Deng and Thaddeus Young, both only owned in about 55-60% of leagues. They're both going to be back probably just in time for championship week. So if you're in the right situation, you have a roster spot, you might want to look at picking up one of these 2 guys.
And if you need rebounds to help you out for your championship week, we have Taj Gibson owned in 50% of leagues and James Singleton owned in 20. Gibson's had a double-double in 5 out of his last 7 games, playing great for the Bulls, and Singleton had a 20-rebound game recently. He's been playing consistent and playing very good for the Wizards since being dealt from Dallas. So if you need boards, these are 2 guys you should be looking at.
And one other guy we think is pretty much a must-have, we talked about him a lot lately, and that's Drew Holiday, only owned in about 50% of leagues. You know, he's going to be getting a ton of minutes going down the stretch, and he should be a good source of points and assists over the last week and a half. And one other guy you should definitely keep an eye on is Steve Blake, only owned in 20% of leagues. With Baron Davis banged up, there's a chance Davis might even get shut down since the Clippers don't have anything to play for. Now, Blake isn't going to blow up, but he could be a good role player, assist, and 3 player for you. You know he's going to get plenty of minutes if Baron Davis is hurt. And we do have one other thing we want to talk about. Brent and I are actually playing each other this week in the fantasy basketball playoffs. And we got a little side bet going to get pumped up for baseball. The winning team gets a chance to hit a line drive at the loser from about 15 feet away. One shot, you hit him, you miss him, you miss him. It should be fun. It should be interesting.
It's definitely not going to be fun, but I'm the higher seed. I got you.
As long as I'm the one hitting, it's going to be fun. But we'll definitely videotape it and post it, so keep an eye out. Should be interesting. But good luck if you're in the semis for basketball, and we'll see you next week.